Welcome to this beginner session. This one we're going to be all standing, so you don't need any kit at all, and we're going to be feet hip distance apart. So we want to be nice and tall through the body. So if you imagine that piece of string coming from the base of your spine or your bottom all the way up through the spine, lifting it up through the crown of the head, so you're pulling up towards the ceiling. From there we're just going to do some nice arm circles. So we're going to do a big breath in, lifting the arms up in front. And then as we exhale, we're going to open the arms nice and wide out to the sides, slightly behind the body if you can, but without pushing the tummy forward. So just feel that gentle pull in the lower abdominals, just pulling everything in as you go. So big breath in through the nose. Exhale nice and wide with the arms. Big breath in on through the nose. Nice and slow out through your mouth. So just timing your breath with your movements to start. So just making sure that the breath and the movement is flowing, continuous. You're not holding the breath. And each time you reach the arms up, think about lifting the crown of the head, that piece of string pulling you up a little bit more. Good, let's go for 4. Nice and wide. 3, 2, and then on the 1, leave the arms up ahead, reach both the hands and the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, nice and tall. And then open the arms wide, leave the arms wide. And we're going to do a little bit more movement through the spine. So on the out breath, we're going to nod the chin to chest, round the back. It's like you're trying to pull your belly button to your spine and your tailbone tucks under. And you basically curve round as if you're curling over a ball. And then as you inhale, opening the arms wide, squeezing the bottom and pushing the hips forward. And then again, exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, spine, tummy, belly button to spine, that's what I'm trying to say. And then again, inhale, open. And then exhale, round, inhale, open. So tucking the tailbone all the way under, pulling the belly button to spine, inhaling as you open out. Squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward. Okay, just carry that on a few more times so we get a really nice movement all the way down through the spine. Using your breath, making sure you keep the breath flowing. Good, let's do one more. All the way forward. Then squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward, and then just come to rest with the arms nice and tall through the spine again. Inhale, reach up. This time we're going to take a side bend. So we're going to exhale, reach down towards the floor. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. In breath. Out breath. In breath. That's it. Reach up towards the ceiling. Take it over to the side. Reach back up and down. Good. One more to each side like this. All the way over. Take that side stretch. And again. Lovely. And then come back. Roll the shoulders. Nicely done. So with nice loose arms, nice tall spine, we're going to start to do our first movement, which is just basically going to be a squat back. So as if you're sitting on a chair behind you, you're going to bend into the knees. Then you're going to transfer the weight. So we're going to take the weight over onto one leg. Take the weight as much as you can off of this one. So just rest on the toe, or if you can, lift it up off the floor. Come back up to standing and then back to the center. So we come down, shift the weight to the other side, get as much weight as you can off the leg, rise up and then back to center. Come down, shift, rise up and then center. And then gradually see if you can get more weight off that side, so you can lift the foot up, shift the weight and then lift up. So nice and simple, just transferring the weight from side to side. Arms can come out if balance is a bit of an issue when you take it to single leg. Bring the arms out to help you. Good, and then just start to work on your range so that you're trying to go down as low as you can in that knee bend. So rather than just bending at the waist, you want to bend into the knee as much as possible. So we really start to work on our single leg balance, our control and our strength. So bend the knee as much as you can, transfer and then up. Good, a couple more to each side. Good. And then we're going to pause on one side, transfer the weight, and then we're just going to go up and down on this side. So up, and then into the deepest knee bend you can get, back up. Deepest knee bend you can get. So don't make them fast, make them deep. Good. Deep as you can go into that knee bend. Good, we've got 5 more. For 5. Take your time, get into that knee bend. For 4. And again, for 3. Deep as you can get for 2. 1 more. And back up. Lovely. Switch to the other side, same thing. So come into that knee bend, take the weight out, and then focus on getting as deep as you can into that knee bend. Bend into the knee as low as you can get. Keep the breath flowing. Good. 5 more. Remember, come down, see if you can get a little bit further in that knee bend, and then all the way up. Down, 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 all the way up. Good, last 3. Make them good ones. Deep as you can get. 1 more. Good. Back up. Take it back 10 so that you've got a bit of space behind you. We're going to keep trying to bend as much as we can to that knee. So transfer the weight onto the first leg you're balancing on. Take a big step behind you with the other leg. But keep your weight over this front leg. So you want a little hinge at the hip. So the weight stays over this front leg. Lower that back knee as low to the floor as you can get. A little tap on the floor if you can manage it. Then use this front leg to pull yourself back up to a standing position. And again, big step back with the same leg. Keep the weight over the front one. Pull yourself back up. Tap the other toe. And again, you can have the arms out for balance. Deep as you can get, pull yourself up. So this front leg is doing all the work, or the majority of it at least. Keep the weight over, pull yourself up. Good, we've got 6 more from here. 6, pull yourself up. Keep the weight over this front leg, but drop as much as you can behind you with that back leg. Close to the floor as you can. Last 3. 3, pull yourself up. For 2, pull yourself back. Last 1, pull yourself back up. Now big step behind you again. Again, still keeping the weight of this front leg. We're going to lift and lower this front heel. So lift as high as you can, tap it back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself back up with this front leg. Step it in, shake it off. Same thing on the other leg. So transfer the weight to the other leg. Big step back with the one we were just using. Weight stays over this front leg. Trying to get that back knee as close to the floor as you can, and then pulling yourself back up with the front leg. Big step back, pull yourself up. Big step back, pull yourself up. Get that knee as close to the floor as you can. Drive down through that front leg to pull yourself up. We've got 6 more from here. 6, 5, 4, 3, pull yourself up. Last 2, 2, pull yourself up. Last 1, pull yourself up. Nice, big step back this time. Keep the weight of that front leg. Lift and lower that front heel. All the way up, all the way down. Try not to drop the heel on the floor, lower it with control. We've got 5 more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself back up with that leg. Shake it off. We're going to go back to the first leg we were working on. Same thing again, but we're going to do a slightly different ending. So when you're ready, big step back. Keep the weight over this front leg. Lower that back knee as close to the floor as you can. Then pull yourself back up to standing. And again, down as low as you can get. Pull yourself back up. Start to try and test your balance. So when you pull yourself back up, see if you can not touch the floor with the other foot. So just have it hovering. Test your balance. Keep the weight on that front leg. We've got 6 more. Remember, it's a big step back, as low to the floor as you can. Pull yourself up. For 5, 4. See if you can balance at the top. 1 more. Set. Stay at the top. This time we're going to keep that back leg off the floor or just resting very lightly on it if you need to. And we're going to do a hinge, okay? So we're going to push the bottom behind us, hinge at the hip so the chest goes down towards the floor, and then back up. So it's like someone stood behind you, and you're trying to push them away with your bottom, and then back up. Okay, so keep that back foot really light to the floor, or if you can, hover it off the floor. Good, hinge, return, hinge. We've got 6 more. Good. 5 more from here. Keep nice and strong through your center, so lower abs gently pulling in. Nice and strong through that standing leg. We've got 2 more. 2. Last one. 1. Good work. Come down, shake it off. Same thing on the other leg. So remember, it's a big step back. Keep the weight over the front leg. That back knee goes as low to the floor as you can get it. And then you pull yourself up and into that standing position. Down, pull yourself up. See if you can start to challenge your balance by not letting that foot touch the floor. So it comes back and then you pull yourself up into a balance. Big step back, pull yourself into that balance. So remember, that balance requires that connection through your center, that strength through the standing leg, which you've got if you're pressing down into the floor to pull yourself back up. You'll have that nice strong connection in the standing leg. Good. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All the way up. Stay on that same leg. That other leg balances behind you very lightly to the floor or just hovering up off of it. Same things we did before. So we hinge forward with the upper body, bottom presses behind us, and then come back. So it's like someone stood behind you and you're pushing them out the way with your bottom, and then come back. Lift the foot off the floor if you can, or if balance is not with you, then just have it resting lightly on the floor behind you. We've got 6 more from here. Good. 5 more. Hinge forward as far as you can go. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more. And 1. Come back up. Shake it off. Nice work. Let's go back to the first leg we were balancing on again. Other leg is going to go behind you. Sit. And then we're going to take the arms up over the head. And we're going to do a little hinge at the hip. Doesn't need to be far, just a little hinge, just to challenge your strength through the back. So when you come into this position, you want to make sure you don't start to sag through the body. So think about your running where you want that forward lean, but a nice strong back so that we stay upright through the spine, despite the lean forward through the body. So when you're there, just slight hinge at the hip, arms up, but a nice open chest still. And we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg. So that leg behind lifts, the other arm, the opposite arm even lifts with it, and then come back. Lift, return, lift, return. Good. For 10, 9, 8, lift the arm and the leg as high as you can. 7, 6, nice open chest, don't collapse forward through the upper body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come upright, but stay on the same leg you're balancing on. Upright. I'm going to turn here so you can see what I'm doing. So the leg that was behind us is now beside us, and we're going to lift it up to the side and then slowly lower it again. Up to the side, slowly lower. So I'm not using my body to get the leg up. The rest of my body is really still. This leg's the only thing lifting, and then slowly lowering back down. Good. For 8, 7, don't drop the leg. I know it's tempting, but don't drop it. 5, slowly lower. 4, 3, 2 more, 2, 1 more, all the way up, slowly back down. Come down, shake it off. So it was that standing leg where you'll probably feel all of that work. It's really great for us as runners, creating all that strength and stability around the hips and glutes. We can do the same thing on the other side. So shift your weight onto the other side. Remember, the arms come up. This leg goes behind us, so it's out of the way for a moment. And then slight hinge at the hip, but keeping that nice open chest. So we really create that strength down the back to help us with our forward lean when we run. And then it's opposite arm and leg lifting. So back leg lifts with the opposite arm, and then back. Lift, and then back. Good. For 10, 9. Remember, nice and strong through the body so you don't collapse forward. Good. We've got 5 more. Lift and then slowly lower back down so you're not dropping everything back towards the floor. Good, let's go 2 more. 2 and 1. Good, now keep balancing on the same leg. Just turn this way so you can see. So this leg's out to the side now, and we're going to lift and lower. So again, lift up as high as it can go and then slowly lower back down. Not using your body. Really working into this hip to get the movement and the body to get that balance and stability so we're not throwing our weight around. Okay, let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, nearly there, for 4, 3, 2 more. Good, let's make the last one a good one. Lift it as high as you can, slowly lower back down. Good, come out. And just give everything a shake. And then take your legs wide. Let's do a little stretch to finish. So big breath in as you go up to the ceiling. Reach tall. Open wide. Let's drop into a squat. So knees press out wide. Go down as low as you can get in that squat. And then it's bottom to ceiling. Head drops down. And we're going to slowly roll back up through the spine. So rolling back up to standing. Nice and slow. Good. We can do that again. Big breath in. Reach tall. Open wide. Drop into that nice deep squat so we get the bottoms low to the floor as we can for that nice hip opening. And then it's bottom to ceiling. Slowly roll back up. Good, let's do 2 more. Big breath in. Reach. Drop down for that stretch. Then bottom to ceiling, head to the floor. Roll up. Good, we've got 1 more. Stretch. This time we're going to hold a little bit longer at the bottom. So rest on your thighs if you need to, but just push the knees outwards. If you can drop a bit lower, then make a prayer position and just use your elbows to push the knees out wide. So we get that lovely opening in the hips. And then hands to the floor, head down, bottom up. When you're there, just do a little side to side with the body. So the bottom stays still, but the body swings side to side. And you can grab your elbows if you're touching the floor, so you've got a bit more freedom. Just swing the body side to side. And then when you're ready to come up, you come to center, release the elbows and just slowly roll back up. All the way through the spine. Back up to standing. Take it in and well done.